everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So, it's time for the next episode of Movie That Deserves a Sequel, and in today's video I'm going to be covering this time another example of an animated film which in my opinion deserves sequels, and this is a film that was released in 2022, and for me is also as well a big surprise too, because I wasn't really interested in this film when it first got announced, but when I heard this one had really good reviews, I thought I would give it a watch, and this is also, as well, one of my favourite DC animated films of all time as well. And this film, which in my opinion does deserve sequels, is none other than 2022's DC League of Super Pets. So, if you were to ask me, of course, what my thoughts are on this film then, so, when this film was first announced, I wasn't really interested in it at the time, but when I heard it had reviews from people that I knew of, they were, of course, saying it was good, and was something that was definitely worth checking out. So I took their word on it and gave it a watch, and when I saw it, I definitely really enjoyed it too. I thought it was definitely, in my opinion, a great film, and I definitely really enjoyed watching it. So when it comes, of course, to why I think this film deserves sequels, so it, of course, like many superhero films, has some pretty cool credit scenes. After, of course, the main characters being the Super Pets themselves all managed to get owners being the members of the Justice League. Apart from, of course, Krypto, because his owner, of course, is Superman. And so they, of course, join forces with the Justice League as their pets, basically. So, with that being said, I would love to see sequels in which, of course, we see these Super Pets taking on new responsibilities as being owned by the superheroes. Maybe get to see them team up with them. That could be really awesome to see. And when it comes, of course, to the ending, there is, of course, a mid-credit scene in which we see Lex Luthor is trapped in his prison and asking any super animals to free him without success. So maybe there's a chance for hopefully one day he will find a pet of his own and will be freed. And then, as well, Lulu is also freed by Mercy, who adopts her as well. So it looks like Lulu could probably be the guinea pig, could become a character who of course becomes Mercy Graves' his pet, and will of course then join forces with Lex Luthor. And then we get a pretty awesome post-credit scene as well, in which we see Krypto and Superman playing with a frisbee in a park, and then we see Black Adam appear alongside his dog Anubis. And that was actually as well a really awesome reference, of course, to the then upcoming film Black Adam, in which Dwayne Johnson, who of course voices Krypto in this film, would of course play Black Adam in a very anticipated role for me, because I was definitely so hyped to see him play Black Adam after waiting so long for him to play that role. And we got a pretty funny scene where Krypto tricks him into flying into Pluto. So, when it comes, of course, to this ending scene, I also would really love it if, as well, not only do we, of course, have the Justice League teaming up with the League of Super Pets in a pretty cool circumstance, maybe, of course, fighting bad guys, but also, as well, seeing, of course, a confrontation between Superman and Black Adam in animation. And hopefully this time we won't get screwed over by Warner Brothers, because if you guys are aware, of course, we were getting a teaser of Black Adam fighting Superman in the DC Extended Universe with Black Adam's credit scenes, but unfortunately that never happened. So I really hope if it does sequel to this film that they, of course, include a showdown between Superman and Black Adam. I'd really love to see that happen, and maybe that could probably be the main thing of the film. Imagine Dwayne Johnson playing a dual role as Krypto and Black Adam. Like, wow. And of course, also, so he in that cameo or Black Adam, he also voiced Anubis too, which is pretty cool. So maybe he could have a triple role of course, Krypto, Black Adam, and Anubis. That could be really cool. When it comes to said future of this franchise, though, after, of course, this film did really well financially and with audience reception, Dwayne Johnson has stated that this film will be the first part of a new franchise. So that makes me really happy that Dwayne Johnson has confirmed that there's going to be a shared universe franchise of DC superheroes and super pets. So I'm really happy about that. And when it comes to sequels, I hope they have executed them really well and they do sequels which are worthy of existence, of course. And I definitely think a sequel is guaranteed thanks to the credit scenes of this film, and of course how it ends with the Super Pets joining with the Justice League. So I'd love to see that happen, and maybe have many more funny interactions between them, which would definitely be worth watching as well, absolutely. So I really do hope this one gets sequels. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'll keep rewatching this film because I think it's a very fun film. Definitely for me a big surprise, I must say, really, and definitely a lot of fun to watch. So I'll keep rewatching it with hope we'll do sequels to it. So guys, this is me covering why, in my opinion, DC League of Super Pets is an example of animated film that deserves sequels. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell me in the comments what you guys think of DC League of Super Pets. If you've seen it, do you need a sequel or not? Let me in the comments below what you think. Think in the comments below. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe. Videos coming in the future, and I'll see you all later.